Hello there, Moon in Scorpio, and welcome to my channel. I'm launching my new series today of monthly moon sign readings starting for the month of July 2022. Your moon sign represents a more personal, internal part of your psyche, including your subconscious mind, your deepest personal needs, emotions, and of course, your hidden and shadow aspects, as compared to your sun sign, which reveals your identity, your conscious mind, external world, etc. My intent here is to make known, clarify, and or validate what's happening in your inner world. You can use this information to better understand what's going on and then make better decisions for yourself and for your life. If you don't know what your moon sign is, check out the description box below for some website addresses. Chances are your moon sign is not the same as your sun sign, so if you've stumbled upon this, thinking your sun sign, picking the one that you've picked, like I said, it isn't necessarily the same as your moon sign, so check that out. But lastly, I'd like to say thanks for stopping by today and spending some time here. Please remember to click on that thumbs up, leave a comment, and hit the subscribe button before you leave. All right, let's get started. Spirit, tell me about Moon in Scorpio for the month of July 2022, please. What's going to happen for Moon in Scorpio? Okay. Well, there's two for July. All right, so we have first quarter moon in Gemini, speak your world into being. Okay. New moon in Scorpio, go deeper. Okay. And last quarter moon in Aquarius, reflect on your priorities. All right. Speak your world into being, go deeper, and reflect on your priorities. Okay, so I want to say internally, there's a lot going on, and you haven't spoken about it yet. I think July, though, you'll start speaking about the things that you want, or how you want to see things happen. But Spirit is saying, go deeper, even when you start speaking about what's going on with you internally, or what you want, or how you see the future, or whatever is on your mind. And speaking speak your world into being. So whatever's going on internally, start talking about it. As you do that, keep going deeper, because you're going to get more insight as to what is more important and what's not. So this is a way of kind of filtering through all the different things that you think you're responsible for, or feel responsible for, or duties, things that internally that you think are important. I think there's going to be a rearranging of all of that in July, and this feels needed, but it doesn't feel like difficult. It's just it's a discovery, right? You're discovering different aspects of yourself. You know that there's stuff going on the inside that the outside isn't reflective of it. So let's say, speak your world into being. Maybe you want to buy a house. Maybe you want a better job. Maybe you want to start a family. Maybe you want to change your major in school. Whatever is going on internally, start talking about it to anybody who will listen. And then keep speaking about it, and then keep going deeper. It's like once you start speaking, you're letting the surface out, and then you can start looking deeper as to why you're feeling this way, or why you want this, or why you want to change, or why things don't feel right. You'll keep going deeper and getting more and more information, which then, like I said, you'll have different priorities. Different things are going to have different importance levels as you work through this and start getting out what you want. And there could be people around that want to help you out and even help you rearrange all your priorities. What's more important, school or job, right? I mean, sometimes that's hard to do if you have both. family or play. Sometimes it's hard to balance that too. So whatever the way you have your priorities now, it's just a matter of looking at things, expressing, and then rearranging what's important and what's not. So let's look at the part that's hardest to look at. Oh, well, that was the parts of you internally that maybe you don't want to look at, the scary part, your shadow or hidden aspects. Let's find out what you're going to be struggling with. Spirit, tell me about Moon and Scorpio for July. What's the shadow aspect here for them? Okay. Oh, that's too many, but I will pick one. Nope, it's this one. Artificial heart. The others are calling the storm and downcast pride, but artificial heart. As you go deeper, Scorpio, Moon and Scorpio, I feel like this is the scary part, that internally you're going to start feeling like you've been artificial. And while there is a sense of that, because you've been keeping up a projection of who and what you are, by not speaking about what's really going on, it's still kind of a false projection. And as you go deeper and understand what's happening, it's going to feel like you've been fake. And I feel like it's going to be easy to judge yourself and try to beat yourself up for it. But like I said, this is a learning aspect. This is a discovery aspect. You didn't realize that you were portraying something that you're not up until this point. Something triggers you to look at yourself or to just start speaking about what's really going on. And with this is the symbol for the heart chakra. So take time to go within your heart and really look. And that's how you're going to go deeper. And that's how you're going to know your priorities are changing, and you're going to be reflecting on them and changing them. And especially since this says artificial heart. So yeah, you might discover some things that are, for lack of a better term, fake about yourself, or fake, not necessarily true to your being. It's okay. We all have things that we want to hide. We all have things that we want to portray, that we're stronger than we are, that we're more confident than we are, that we're more fun-loving than we are, or something. There's always something that we're trying to make sure that we portray, and not necessarily to keep hidden, but to just feel part of the crowd or feel accepted, those kinds of things. And as you discover this and learn about yourself, sometimes, yeah, it's easy to see that, oh man, I have been not true and authentic about this particular subject or this particular relationship or this particular circumstance, whatever. And sometimes it's really heart-wrenching, but that's okay. That's part of the process, and that will allow you to reprioritize what's important and what's not. So let's look at some tarot and see if we can get more information. Spirit, tell me more about Moon and Scorpio for the month of July. What else can we find out about Moon and Scorpio for July, Spirit? All right, we have Nine of Swords, the Four of Wands, the King of Cups, and Moonchild. Okay, so this Moonchild, I automatically thought, okay, so you are really affected by the phases of the moon, and perhaps you should do some research if you're not already real familiar or comfortable with how all that works and how it can mess with your emotions. And you go through phases, right, up and down, good, feeling bad, feeling good, feeling bad, or anything in between, being angry, being joyous, being happy, being sad, being frustrated, all through all of these things. The moon can help you I don't want to say regulate, but help you understand, oh, okay, well, I'm feeling like this. The moon is full, so everything is intensified, right? Or it's a new moon, so I feel like withdrawing and I don't want to interact with people so much, or whatever the case may be. Do some research, do some studying on the moon, the phases, how it affects people, that kind of thing. And I think you're going to get a lot out of that. And that might be a priority that you'll have to look at too, to put in your place of what's most important to do or be or have, you know, that kind of thing. Now the Nine of Swords here. This shows a full moon. Yeah. Oh, that's the only full moon right now. Okay, but Nine of Swords is kind of about anxiety and stress and possibly nightmares. So I want to say Spirit is acknowledging, yes, it's kind of stressful and has a lot of anxiety about speaking what it is that's going on inside. And that's perfectly normal. And it makes that makes this process a little more difficult. But again, go into your heart space, learn about some things, and find somebody you trust. I mean, this is Gemini, so twins. So somebody, you know, probably your closest friend or family member, like a sibling. Talk to them. Speak, start there, and then you can start speaking to other people. With the Four of Wands here, this is typically happiness, success, stability. It could be, especially with the King of Cups here, it could be about some kind of union, a relationship, deepening. But as you go deeper, you're going to feel more and more stable and more understanding, and that brings a sense of happiness or fulfillment or just contentment. And with this King of Cups here, I want to say this does have a lot to do with some kind of relationship. So there's whether it's romantic or not, but there's some kind of father figure, a masculine person, doesn't have to be a man, but an older person with a lot of wisdom and emotional. So maybe that's who you should start talking to first, to start speaking your world into being, to help give you advice, to help you feel better, and understanding that that is a priority, being able to speak what's going on inside instead of keeping it inside, keeping it to yourself, and perpetuating a projection that isn't necessarily who you are, which isn't going to get you the things that you want in life. So I think this person is going to be vital in helping you, letting you express, and then maybe even giving you advice and helping you along the way. But with the Moonchild here, you're very tied to moon and emotions, and being Scorpio too, Scorpio moon. I have Scorpio moon. I know I have intense emotions. I know there's times where I've looked inside and I'm like, oh, I did not realize I was projecting this. I've apologized. I have, but I feel better. Like the anxiety, right? The stress of holding things in just makes things so complicated and difficult to deal with, and letting it out, going deeper and really looking honestly at what's going on, and working on what I'm portraying and that kind of thing does helps me feel better. And knowing the phases of the moon. So full moon in July will be the 13th, and maybe at that point things will start to click for you, or maybe that's where the intensity of you just really have to start speaking about what's going on inside. You can't keep it in anymore, right? And I think this brings you closer to this person, a new level of relationship, whether this be romantic or family, familial, or friendship, or just maybe this is even a boss at work that's really compassionate and is willing to listen. And, you know, if there's something wrong at work, it could be simple as that. But the main message here is letting out being honest with what's really going on inside and expressing that. All right, let's get one last message, please, Spirit, for Moon and Scorpio for the month of July, please. One last piece of advice for Moon and Scorpio, Spirit, for July. All right. That is the artwork there. Hopefully you can see it. It is kind of dark. I seek truth and act upon my realizations. That's it. This discovery process. You're seeking your truth, so no longer the artificial heart. You are seeking what's really going on and expressing that and letting it out for the world to see. Even how scary that is. You're just going to be so much better and happier for it, and you're going to have new priorities and a new way of what's important, what's most important versus, you know, your list of priorities of what needs to get done, or how you need to be, or who you want to be, or how you want to express, whatever that means to you. All right, Moon and Scorpio, I think that's all the messages that I have for you. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think. And be sure to check out your sun sign for the month of July as well. May the cosmos bless you with love and light. Namaste.